5 reasons to play Tom Clancy's The Division. Isn't it ironic that The Division doesn't divide, but unites? Although it presents its story in the vein of epic single-player adventures, it also blends a handful of genres and enforces cooperation between players. It is an unusual game indeed. And here are Kinguin's 5 strong reasons to play it. 1. It's a post-apocalyptic game. In other words, it's about the apocalypse itself, and for some reason, we don't see it that often in video games. There's a lot of games set in post-apocalyptic worlds, dozens or hundreds of years after the catastrophic event. There's also quite a lot of games set during world wars or alien invasions. Most of them, though, end on an optimistic note. The threat has been removed, the enemy defeated. No end of the world in sight. We rarely see how the end days play out. We don't experience them while they last, and The Division is all about the annihilation itself. In the game, New York has already been decimated by smallpox, but the scourge isn't over yet. There's no new order, no tribes, no villages, small-scale governments, trade pacts, or identified threats. It's too early for that. The reality is still reshaping itself. Everything is unpredictable, and the outcome is uncertain. That's actually a pretty fresh take on the genre, and we find it intriguing. 2. The genre. But what's the genre of the game anyway? We're not sure. It would be easy to say it's a third-person shooter, but that's like saying GTA is a racing game because there are cars in it. Sure, you're going to shoot a lot of dudes in The Division, but there's so much else to do. There's exploration, leveling your character, equipment customization, the story, player versus player arena, and more. So, is it an RPG? Well, not really. The Division is more than the sum of its parts. It's a new subgenre made from bits and pieces of more focused games, an amalgam of possibilities that feels perfectly natural and silky smooth. 3. It's a seamless world. First of all, there are no loading screens besides the one you see when you boot up the game. You just play and enjoy the experience. That's something we've been dreaming of since the early 3D games era. Furthermore, the game blends single and multiplayer perfectly, without forcing you to go to the menu and switch into another mode. Other players can hop into your game at any point, and if you want some sweet PvP action, you can go to the area that allows this kind of entertainment. In other words, nothing breaks the immersion. 4. We don't care that much about graphics, but yeah, there's probably been a downgrade. But even though the open beta didn't look as well as early gameplay videos, it was still mighty impressive. The level of detail is comparable with such games as The Last of Us or Crysis 2 and 3. But while those were linear action games, The Division offers a huge open world to explore. The game also features some of the most advanced weather effects in history, including snow melting or gathering on the ground and forming small drifts. All in all, it's a looker, even if it doesn't match the absurd level of quality shown in early previews. 5. Snow. The Division's snowy settings seem so soft and graceful, charming and easy on the eyes, apocalyptic yet beautiful. Winter backdrop also serves as a metaphor of the position humanity has found itself in, according to the plot. The whole world is cold, empty, and quiet. It mostly seems still and lifeless, but at the same time, peaceful and purged. The mood is somber, but not depressing. It's similar to the apocalyptic games, but it does its own thing and is clearly distinct. Dear developers, more snow in video games, please. Until our demand is met, we'll stick to The Division, for reasons we mentioned and many more we didn't have time for. As your personal penguin assistants, we recommend you to go to kinguin.net and order your Tom Clancy's The Division PC key at lowest price. Such a beautiful end of the world doesn't happen every day, after all.